Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome all to the real thing, the real trial. There is no mock. There is no more mock trials. This is the real thing. Anyways, welcome back to more Polish, the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Just dropped a little bit of water on my pants. Oh god, the water is cold. That was so weird. And this is why you don't fill your water bottles, chat. Anyways, I just want to let you chatterinos a little update on the Pokemon stuff. I still want to do it, obviously. That's why I'm talking about it. So, it's gonna start after the season of The Masked Singer because I like to watch The Masked Singer with my parents. Also, that way I can use an excuse of it will most likely be after Lent, which is the real reason why I don't want to stream Wednesdays right now. But that's fine. That only takes out of 2 months out of my life. It would be December and March. It's Advent and Lent that you'd have to not deal with those Wednesday streams, which is fine. So that's just how it do be sometimes. So, like I said, with the Pokemon stuff I'm going to probably start with either with Fire Red or Emerald for a randomizer. Then I want to do other stuff too. Of course, I want to do Pokemon Too Many Types. Of course, there's so much I want to do. That's why I'm dedicating a whole night that I'm going to be now referring to as ROM hacks and randomizers, because that's basically what it is. It's going to be ROM hacks and randomizers, baby. So anyways, but tonight we trial. I don't know how else to say it, because we're doing a trial. We'll deal with the trial tonight. All right, because I accidentally didn't save it. October 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomachs. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced as fast since I ran a full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high, like a runner's high. Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. I mean, to be fair, let's say it's all right here. So your first trial's not going to be as crazy as the Polo's first trial. At least you're not going to have to accuse one of these two. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so truly brutal and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's a just ends means concept again. Now, that has come to this. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The ends justify the means. I wish you stopped saying that. That's your Professor Master. I'm gonna defend Juniper in my own way. But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me, as a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if that trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you worked so hard to gain? Well, I just have to make sure that won't happen then, won't I? My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own fishery the hard way. Yeah, this man absolutely murdered Quartz. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but now if you will excuse me. Ugh, thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Asina. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine. And I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Asina this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Jeannie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm going with my gut here. That Professor Me is absolutely the killer. It's just the vibe I'm getting, you know? Sometimes you just have to look at it and just be like, yep. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Asina Sykes, the scene leader is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine! Wow, just stealing his own words, sir. Your baldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Ah! This case is crystal clear. I see no need to execute it any further. Now, summon the witness. Okay, so we're just gonna skip opening statements? Okay. But I wanted to hear the judge's I wanted to hear the judge's super awesome opening statement this time. Is there something the matter? Please do share your boldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness. And now we don't even get an opening statement. And Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell has become quite the team. Oh, right! The case brief. Leave it to me! Yes! Let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain! What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they are capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. Alright, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this ale I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant... Okay. Next time I can present evidence, we'll present the attorney's badge. Alright, we got this. We'll just have to wait until I can, cross-examine or, present evidence. And the victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Okay, I guess we get the opposite report. Estimated time of death between 6 and 8 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from a deep stab wound in the victim's side. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell has trained him well. I think Apollo is just happy that he doesn't have to deal with the bird attacking him this time. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess with people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we did detect a trace of massive bloods around in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. We didn't even investigate the art room. So then the body has been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely. And there's one more piece of evidence irrefutable evidence. A record made by a tape recorder that the school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming. Your Honor. What's this? You have such a recording? Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. Why is this the first that we have heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh! Silence, please. I'd like to play the tape for you now. Your Honor. It's quite hard to hear, but the voice does sound female. The noise in the low volume of the voice has a voice print analysis, all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voices that belong to the defendant? Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night. Then discovered at the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Hello? Music stuff? What kind of music stuff? I'm interested. Tell me about the music stuff. Sorry, but no. Oh, cool. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. During this time, Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all the students in the faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could move the body. Ha ha ha! Have no fear, there's always an explanation. An explanation? The three mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were only the ones who had free access to the desert campus before the mock trial. What? Then what would that mean? What would that mean? Those three students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like this, decided Athena. Me neither. And by those three, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Rob Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright. Don't say what I think you're about to say. Oh, he's gonna say it, Athena. In justice we trust! I take it everyone understands now! The voice believed to be at the murderer was female, and if three people who couldn't move the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility. Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not have been any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha ha ha! I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither of the carrot or the stick works on Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring out our next witness to the stand. She's still in the fucking box. With a side of justice! That is actually pretty good. That is good, Random. That is actually very good. I will give that one to you. So, you're welcome. And the silver take his drinks. Just nice. So our first witness is a cardboard box. Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I just had my picture taken. Miriam Scudderberger, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge's course. And Gina's been a bad girl, and I'll tell you all about her crimes. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. Yeah, she'd fit right in with Lotta Hart and Tabby Lloyd. But the testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. More or less irregular than getting cross-examination from a parrot, Your Honor. A former ninja I met in the clinic said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my! I've never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison. Holy shit, no! How can the judge believe this load of crock? Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's contents. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked by Juniper's murderous outrage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her. And the murder is just like her in her script. The murder is just like her script. Could such thing be true? Compare her script to the murder case and the crime scene photos, and then you'll see. This is so simple. Even an ape posing as the script old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script belongs in an envelope, along with an envelope on which use was written were found. This proves that the accused script has been rejected the days before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, and an argument ensued, and then the fable stabbing. Gulp. That makes perfect sense. What now? Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. He's like a pit bull once it sinks a teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap, and funny evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine this witness. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready. I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. But first, we have something to take care of. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Just imagine this is Cena's first cross-examination, too. Now, normally I press every statement, but we have the option to. So, take that! This piece of evidence clearly reveals the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. I've been doing this for far too long to be fooled by such nonsense. Ugh! I really tried hard that time too. No, we didn't. Your Honor, can I at least get credit for trying? Very well. Here, I hereby award Miss Sykes the court's a wasted effort award. No! Where's the love? Alright. Now that we're gonna take care of. There must have been a place where the script and the case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. Objection. I'm not worried. My skin is fair as silk. Objection. Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. Objection. What did you just say? Blackwell really turned that one around on you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and come think of a clover comeback! Athena, this is a court of law. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now that you listen to me, the two cases do indeed have their differences. For once, the stage has yet... That's just so... Yeah, he does that in Women's Month of all months! Wow, Apollo! For one, the stage has yet to be erected in the mock trial script. In the actual case, there were signs of indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crimes and without the knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this one off as a coincidence. Put a total burn. Try again, why don't you? Fond of the wood. Someone could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes on the back of her head. What chances does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point. Still, Miss Garterbud, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? What, I plead entrapment! How is this you're blurting out? How is you blurting out your own crime of entrapment? But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's script. But Professor Quart's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous outrage. How do you know that Professor Quart wasn't going to use her script? There in the art room is where the heinous crime took place. An envelope marked to use, and Miriam's Escarabel's script was found. Evidently, the script was going to be used belonging to the girl in the box. Over there. It's only natural that my script must be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. Oh! Fake evidence ain't shit in these courts. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious underhand tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script, not my masterpiece, was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the scene. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body to look like the script. Weary is the trial which pits the hawk against Kearney. But what did you just say? If he's so weary, he should try it. Celeste, I bet that'd save some energy. This is no time for a joke, Apollos. He just called me a Kearney. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Psych Stono. Huge O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as if it was a script before anyone knew its contents? Yeah, that's alright. Do you even fathom the incricy to go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Stina Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption. How marvelous. Okay, it was the prosecution's witty rebuttal. A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? I believe you pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes. Now, do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and then, in that fair, desperate mind of yours. Eke it deep so that you may never forget. No! Even my argument got thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I gonna do? Athena? You should just have about all the answers you've been looking for now, huh? Think about it this way: if the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you discover an inconsistency if you do. Ah! I get it! Thanks, Apollo. Miss Credible, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene and just as it was in the script. And that is beyond the shadow of doubt, not a coincidence. Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of the Juniper's evil she-devil ways. What did I say? What did I say? I made the crime scene just look like the script. Something known only to her. That would be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean? Yes, Miss Sykes. Please tell the court, what do you mean by irrational? It wouldn't make any sense for Jeannie to mimic her own script on purpose, because it would mean leaking the script. Intentionally making the crime scene look like the script, it would expose the secret script for all to see. So, Juniper's a ruthless she-devil. She'd easily do that and a lot more things to achieve her evil designs. Does the defense care to offer a kind of argument? No, I'm good. Moving right along. Just one moment. Here in court, we have a special gift for intentionally evasive lawyers. I was rude! I want a refund! Ugh. There's something obviously wrong with this whole setup. The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes. Care to explain what you mean? Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she was really done that, it would have been proclaiming to the world that she's the killer. So we actually have... So what actually have here is the evidence of someone trying to frame our client. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't get your head in... Don't let it go to your head just yet. It would seem Justice Dono's comrade in arm has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already! That's his whole personality, though, Athena! God! Prosecutors' personalities are very simple. Except for Edros, apparently. Reason? What reason? Must I spell everything out? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intentionally stopped the mock trial. The accused had to attend. Probably. Has intended to stop the mock trial. In that event, ne'er a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of this case in the script. Objection. No! The mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered. Our witness here has also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Gurderbody saw the body too? Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope. I kept the secret for my big scoop. So that's two people who are gonna be in the law service who did not call the police upon seeing a dead body. Because Hugh O'Connor also didn't call the police. You can't do that! I made her pay long and hard penance for her sins. Did I not, my little box top? Compared to the works of war correspondence, the sheer terror of that was... Jeez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Block off all the holes in her box? And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight? That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway as she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing that costume she had made.
Hold it.
I was gonna look at the court records. Paint inside costume with floor and paint, draw translations. Why did you hold such key testimony? Yeah. What's that supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is... No, wait, I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Room's wood before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. Yeah! The prosecution claims no longer held any ground to stand on. Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers. So, when you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No thanks. You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was a undercover reporter's class, right near my home. Undercover reporter's class? What, is that with a lot of heart and tabloid? The property rug has been pulled from under you. The witness cannot be the killer. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug is secured to the floor. I tried to warn you. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute! The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little speculated. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Why can't he say you reap what you sow? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time with her, some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful offense. Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye will always be eyeing for a scoop. She's always eyeing a scoop. Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye.
Hold it.
Not so fast, Miss Credible. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? If not, why not? Well, no, I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or did you not really see the victim's body? It's not like I, actually saw it, but... What the devil? Thanks, Apollo. Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again? No. Nice try, boy wonder. Well, that's a new one for Apollo. So if I didn't see the body facts, the fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this. What exactly am I looking at here? A crucial moment forever frozen in Time by my third eye, aka your camera. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. Yeah! Why didn't you not tell me of this? It's a shocking scoop I was saving just for the right moment. And that would be right now, here in court. Surprise! Yeah! What do I do? I'll turn this keep the scoop secrets until just the right moment. Wow, she really should get in line with Alana and Tabby. She's pretty brave from hiding from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Yeah, she's in the judge's course. It's the craziest part. Why would you go study to be a... I don't understand her at all. Like, she's an undercover... She's being an undercover reporter. Yet she's in the judge's course. And it clearly sounds like she's been doing this undercover reporter stuff for a while now. Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah! So then, right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? Objection. A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this. The route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused after she fled the dressing room. The accused descended to the first floor and exited the quad. Then, cartoon sinus. Then I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under her box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there for O'Connor to have already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial. Ah! But if the facts haven't changed, all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little Missy. For now, at least. Phew. Guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's a primo box. Loveliness selected from the many. Yeah! Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. Eek. Please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. We should absolutely go with the judges' way of it. We do not need fires in this courtroom. Not yet, at least. Oh wait, no, that's an explosive. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. You said that you snuck in, but why would you say something like that? Because if I got a big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club only has one member, me. It's the club's history. the club's history once I'm gone. So the Seamus heralds a brand recognition is a matter of life and death. Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound. Extra, extra! Seeking thrills and chills is expose journalism report to the club room. This has been a paid advertisement. Anyways, where was I? Huh. It never took Miriam as such a go-getter. Why would you change into that costume? The mock trial was back to begin. How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. I captured this critical moment like the goddamn journalistic pro that I am. But this only shows the back of whoever was fleeting. You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me? I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. And anyway, as this photo shows, Juniper was in her stage costume. That doesn't mean you had to chase her. Call it adrenaline instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it. But you never did catch up to her, did you? A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles. That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase? When you tripped on your box? A true undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story. Sure are a lot of holes in your story. Or is that just a skull brand of journalism? An undercover journalist always prevails against her adversaries. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. What would our client have to gain from leading you there? The accused has employed her self-penned script as a manual for the murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's detail became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our cats uncertain to the body. But as we all know, Miss Scullberg didn't alert the authorities. As a result, the mock trial began as scheduled.
Objection.
The issue here is not whether it was, in fact, halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial? Hug. You say it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic? Only simplistic and cut clear as good as a good piece of journalism could be. Sure, it's simple, but I hardly call it clear cut. That's why I chased her. She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't actually see the body. Yeah, but Black Quill's assertion takes that into her account. So even if I press on her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn his testimony. Well, whoever was fleeting Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along those lines and see what you come up with. Miss Scrubber's sole space for identifying our client as the figure in this photo. It's just the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawn by our clients. This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm so surprised nobody else has made the connection to Turnabout Serenade. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outfit on the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo. Oh, then that means... what exactly? Your Honor, there was no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Miss Wood make a mistake like that? Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting? That's right. I'm glad you are catching on. The costume designer would never put her costume on inside out. Where is it? Sorry, Miss Gilbane, but doesn't believe in you had a scoop when you really didn't make it as a failure as a reporter. A failure as a reporter? Why, hello, Miss Gilbane. It's so nice to meet the Wonder Woman beneath the box. You didn't see anything. Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes Dono. For it is the why of the matters of which upon I have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paints. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows the twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by the painting the inside fluorescent. What was it again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? No, fluoride. Fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume. And then? I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then... This is a photograph of the inside of the costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there's a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside of the surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in the States, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed, ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. But because of the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Gah! Figures he would have a photo. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Check out the chest area. It kind of looks like it's handprints to me. Hey, you're right. But Jeannie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection.
I believe the term that you described your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur? Why not a ranked amateur such as this accused?
Objection.
So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up. Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I thought everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? Hey! We gotta learn somewhere. Also, Paul, are you forgetting who our boss is? What do you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto! And a showdown, is it? I gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. And that paint should glow in the dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. The piece of evidence that shows who touched the costume. Wait a second.
Take that.
A school newspaper. Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. It's glowing. Quite brightly, I might add. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is that he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It's got there when he put on the costume. Oh, that means... What again? It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. What? To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then, does that mean Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He's here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman! I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah! No, that's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man! For an occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Seaman Legal Academy Senior! Prosecutor scores! This phrase is just proof of my masculinity. I've been trained to be a prosecutor for 18 years! God, I really hate yelling at him. I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Ag! Oh man! Ag! Ag! Oh, by the way, Newman, that's the man you want to take notes from. He's a prosecutor. Take notes. It seems the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing faces the judge after all these years. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Especially the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hands. I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there! When I walked by that furry costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin was, it was on. It was about to fall on me. I got paint on me when I caught it. But I never put it on! That's just stupid!
Hold it!
Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly aggravated, but... No! Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment that Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. He really does. So you think you might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the new Matrix can do for you. When I went to see Juniper in her waiting room, she wasn't there! When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. The mannequin was on. It was about to fall over. When I got paint on me, I caught it. I never put it that on. That's just stupid. He had to catch the mannequin as it suddenly started to fall over. Even I can guess that one. Most naturally, the response would have been surprise. Apollo's right, so maybe I should try focusing on some other emotion. Okay, so I think the happy scene's fair because he would have seen that costume and been like, whoa, Juniper did great. Oh, I keep forgetting to pinpoint. It's the anger that questions me. That doesn't seem right. Mr. Newman, I think this emotion is... Okay. The restaurant food stubbornness. Yikes! I wouldn't really call that an emotion. Wonder where I went wrong. Well, better try again. See, that's the one that confused me. Because I thought the happy would have made sense because, like I said, he got to see part of Juniper's work. You know. When you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Wait, what? Why would a frilly scarf-looking thing in a long skirt make me feel that way? Do you like to play a little dress up? Do a little dress. Did you want to do a little dress up, Mr. Moo Man? Want to do a little dress up? I don't know, but you seemed awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you? Like I would be in that kind of thing. I'm a dude. I'm into braces. You don't think Robin's actually got to sing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on. Isn't it obvious? You're really enjoying this a bit too much, Arsena. No way, man! The mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck out my hands to stop it. End of story. You would make a pretty princess, though. Isn't this the element of pretty princessness? That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Even after the update, something just doesn't feel right here. Do I have anything that could prove the statement's contradiction what really happened?
Take that!
You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hands would have been pouring out like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, they look more like you just like your thumbs and the palms of the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such a weird handprint? You know why? You left them on when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like in the model in this drawing. Whoa! Why didn't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put on the stage costume, didn't you? And you do really like Miss Wood's clothes, don't you? Fine, I admit to putting the costume on, but I don't like girly clothes, man! Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. I snuck in knowing the costume was there. My heart was pounding, even so I'm a guy. He just wanted to feel pretty. We can't knock a guy for wanting to look pretty. We can't knock a guy for just wanting to play a little dress up. I saw it. It was more amazing than I even imagined. It was like, whoa! I'm a guy, but I got all excited. It's true, I did try on the girly clothes. But it was for strictly artistic purposes. Hopefully we can figure out what Robin's hiding based on this new information. Let's just hope it's not more than we bargained for. Though that usually seems to be the case. Those all make sense. Does he or does not he not look bonita? Más bonita. Nope. You do realize I was vaguely referencing Family Guy, right? Vaguely. Okay, good. Nope. It's at that extreme intensity of happiness from the previous statement, from that one statement. Not this statement, but this statement. Nope. Well, might as well try it. Haha! There! Another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man. Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on. But you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal! But tell us this, Mr. Newman. Did you or did you not feel bonita? Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? Oh, no! You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell us why you were sad. He's sad because he can't be bonita. Okay, fine! I didn't feel bonita! If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you! The reason I felt sad is... No matter how much I dress up, I'll never be pretty as Jennifer! So I kind of was right. He did not feel bonita! Well, no offense, but his habit of shining at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. Yes, Apollo, that does not come from you, from Mr. Heads of Court of Steel. No! That's not it! I totally own those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. He's just sad that he doesn't feel bonita enough. But there's something that keeps it getting in my way. Got it. He's transgender. Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion there. His heart's crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. He just wants to feel bonita! Is that too much for a guy to ask for? Apparently. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Ninetales Vale incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that, if we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever is tormenting him. Mr. Newman says that there's something getting in his way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. But what could it be? Fine! I'll testify, man! I snuck in knowing the costume was there. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. It's true, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. I admit it, I wore girly clothes. I felt like a diva and I pulled the whole hood over my head. It felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl. He looks so bonita in this right now. The source of Mr. Newman's anger is this. Oh, right, I'm looking for a source of anger, not a contradiction. Right? Oh, is it the brace that's getting in his way? Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you could be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man! This is a symbol of masculinity! I would never take it off! Is it that you can't take it off, or you don't want to take it off? Oh my gosh, he must be feeling so messed up in the head right now. He's probably conflicted. He probably wants to be all girly and shit. You know, he wants to be all girly and shit, but he can't because he's in a house full of men. And oh man, I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, you okay? It seems Robin is still hiding a secret, a big one. That is true. He could also be paralyzed. Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yes, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman? What? I'm on your little secret, and if I'm not correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman, you are and always have been a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? Hey, it wouldn't be the first time in this game. In the games. No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence, but that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear.
Hold it.
I still think you totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day. But if he is a she, then she is the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without a question a man. You are now truly just Sono's equal as one area. You are just equally insane. But never in the history of the planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. Ooh. Ah! If you guys are done talking about me, the brace, it's... Miss Sykes. No, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But, no. Well, no way! Gah! Surely this must be some kind of jest. Nope, it's for real! I'm a girl, body and soul! And don't believe me? Well, to be fair, he's like she. Hold on, sorry, we gotta say the right pronouns here. We gotta be politically correct here. And if you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K. Ah! As if. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone, and the image is now complete. Now she really does look bonita. I was raised as a boy ever since I was little, and I studied law as my parents wanted. But now this living lie has had me pinned to the ground. It's it's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending if I want to be a prosecutor. I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist. Yay! Order! Order! What a shocking development. He really did turn out to be a she. Excuse me, Your Honor. Please use the correct pronouns. She has always been a she. Why is everyone looking at me that way? I feel like a movie star or something. No paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. Okay? Rah! No picture, you're grinning man! Am I just imagining things? Or is Robin even more hyper than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she's finally got her troubles out of her chest. Literally. Oh no. What did you see? What? No! Well, can't down on that too much right now. This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? The fact that the witness actually is a girl does change things, because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well. Let's see what the defense has for us now. Oh no. I feel bad.
Take that!
This is what I would like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder. The one that's recorded this right. You're a goner. That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in that recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttleblood because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made out our client as the prime suspect. Ah, so then... That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in this recording as a basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. Oh no! Wow. Talk about a certain turn of events. You done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key piece of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection.
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that the only person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection.
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in the camp suspicious. Think? That's not nice, Asina. How can you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that makes murder makes me...
Objection.
Suspicious as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely forbearing ignorance. We can surmise that she lent support to the offender, Juniper Woods, by leaning Miss Scuttleblood to the body. That would make her an accessory to the crime. Feeling very bonita. End the process. How could you say that? I'm not an accessory of any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection.
Birdman! In any event, with the witnesses as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not?
Objection.
He made it all sense. Made sense somehow. And he keeps accusing Junie unless we can somehow we can show if someone else knew the script's details. How can someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in that script if they... No, can't be saw the mock trial because the murder took place before the mock trial. Heard it from Junie, but Junie wouldn't spill it. Had penned the script. No, but that was Junie. Has to be from her, Junie. Sorry, Junie, but you're not going to go like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But of course noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connors to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, he wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right. Jeannie was probably trying to keep their friendship becoming awkward. Good, you, Zena. What a bunch of bull! I never heard a word about the script from Juniper! Never ever! I love how she still breaks pottery.
Objection.
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? Bad Zena. You don't have any evidence! Actually, we might just have the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines when I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who was posted as the corpse. Her forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Sure, I might have said that, but so what? Well, think of it this way, Cena. Yeah? Which way exactly? If I told you that I had been wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I got on now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit! Ah! I think I got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense proves to present this as evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes. Present away. It's the script itself! The mock trial script. Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, especially on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit, victim's outfit, will be wearing a red one from the prosecution courts. Ah! You're surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No. I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. You what? She didn't do the kill, I believe. If knowing script details make me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that's kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest? Eek! But it's the truth. Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or truths behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's body. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So if I took a picture of the note, I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there's others who could have made the murder look like our client's script. Yes, I believe you're right. Apparently this case isn't clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have had us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case. Ho!
Objection.
Bully for you, Missy. But I don't think this spells victory. And why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeited. So put away your wooden sword. And show me what you're truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. Oh. What up, you loser? I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. How'd you know, Nile? It's not a matter of what you want, for you will corroborate, Hugh O'Connor. Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness? You'll recall that the day before the mock trial, In short, the day of the murder. The accused testified that she left for home around 6 p.m. Yes, my notes do confirm this fact. Right. Our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be.
Objection!
Yet, that was a fallacious lie. Or am I mistaken, Golden Boy? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you excuse me. Hold! I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you-know-what. Yeah! No, wait! One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? The world of a genius is good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, senior at SEMA Legal Academy, lawyer's course. How's that? Just fine. Your testimony then, if you please. You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you. I know Jeannie would never lie like that. Pompous schoolboy wouldn't know what hit him. Hate this fucking man. Boy. To get my mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range until 7 p.m. Around 7:15, I went to the main building to go before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed each other. She seemed like her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That's quite enough. Well done, Golden Boy. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., which at point, campus is a desolate place. Now, if you recall the tape recorder, we all know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. It was the dark hours of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bells, the school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after the broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Tape recording. So the witness saw the defendant. That would have been. Indeed, it was 5 minutes after the voice was recorded in the tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing. So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved. Great. Another inconvenient testimony. Miss Sykes, you will cross-examine. Your cross-examination, please.
Hold it!
So, do you meditate often? Don't tell me you're going to start pestering me too. What's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. What? I will remain the defense. This is a court of law, not a pickup spot. It seems Miss Fancy Pants' lawyer is smitten with the witness.
Objection!
Objection! Objection! Objection! I'm just trying to establish the witnesses. If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl? That's it! You better take that! Whoa there, tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. I'll just continue my testimony now if you don't mind.
Hold it!
client saying that she went home at 6 p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school around 6 p.m. No, wrong. I don't know what she's doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. Ugh. But if Junie was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. So you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word. Final bet had already run. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices.
Objection!
Annoyingly loud voices? I'd like you to refrain from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'd take this one for the team. Anyways, I think that's all about I have to say.
Hold it!
Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. I accept citizens, so go ahead, ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I wanted to ask you. Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell? I wouldn't say I ignored it. I was simply running a little late. Do you remember exactly how late? You're so stickler for details, lady. Come on, you're studying to be a lawyer. You gotta be taking notes of what I'm doing. But if I'd say it was maybe 10-15 minutes. If you think it's important, I'll add it to my testimony. I was hoping you'd say that.
Hold it!
You ignored the last bell for no reason? Shame on you. No, shame on you, pressing me for no reason. Grr. Well, people do run late sometimes. Like you on the day the whole case began. Ah! It appears we have a culprit in the case of the Bible. Ooh, Yana, you got her good. You too, Yana. Now what? Ask another question? Did you stop by the art room? Or at least or as it's now known as the scene of the crime? No, I didn't. Can you prove it? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But let me ask you, can you prove that I did? As much I'd like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask how often do you visit there? Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyways. There's no reason for you to be there? Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony. How considerate. Thank you for noticing. Let's add that statement of yours to your testimony.
Hold it!
You had no reason to be in the art room? Really? The lawyer course I'm in is supervised by Professor Means. Plus, I'm not a member of Professor Court's art club, so why would I even go there? What about art class? Nice try, but seniors don't take art class. All right, then let me ask you. Wait, I just remembered something important. You did? I scored only 100 points on all the art tests I took through junior year. That's it. Wow, right! Always happy to indulge some Some ego stroking. Anyways, what task next? Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. I need details here, you fuck! Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Jeannie put her heart and soul into getting things ready, while he just sat on his behind. Just to retaliate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right, I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell at 7. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face.
Hold it!
You related to talk to anyone? Well, I did exchange a few greetings, but what does that matter? So he didn't have any conversations the entire day. Methinks that claim needs a little more scrutiny. But what should I do? Is there anything else I should ask him about more detail? Okay. Wait a second.
Hold it!
I got this. If not, it's the other statement.
Objection!
So, you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd. Are you sure about that? I already told you. My words is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads, 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Did you find that interesting? What? Where did you get that? The keyword here is important. You said that you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came by while you were there and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. But the entire campus was buzzing with activities before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane! Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell. And he was attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another sculptured attorney looking to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin. Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects after all. Are we sure? Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? Well, he hasn't said no. Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I have something to say. It will save me some trouble, but then by all means, speak away. If you were to recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was a female. Knowing that, I would like you to explain how could I possibly be a suspect. He has a point. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more capable of prosecuting this case. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity. To think such a genius is to be wasted on a mere lawyering. He's also a chisel. He also wanted to feel bonita. At last, your moment is here, Psychodonos. Time to refute the Golden Boy's statement. And prove that you were the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. Feel like any more pressure on? The voice is unmistakably female, so there is no arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. Which, in case... Wait a second! Well, people need to... I lost my... Fuck you! I lost my train of thought! What was this? Right! Whoever said that the voice in the tape recording was the killer? What if it was Professor Court? Outside of the box thinking, baby! We never established if it was the killer. That has never been established that it couldn't have been Professor Court. The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voicing under recording says you're a goner. That's something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that's a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner. Athena? You're a goner. You're a you a gooner. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? Wait a second! Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this! With what? Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I'm worthy of my badge? Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride! Oh, then I'll take it you won't be changing your argument. Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling you're a goner. I agree. That's if the victim was saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes. Not exactly, but you don't have to add a fuel to his fire, Your Honor. If it is indeed Professor Court on the tape, then she was shouting because she was... You're a goner was a threat directed at the witness. And what possible reason would she have to do that? Oh, well, she was at the rebellious age. You know how students can be. The victim was neither a student nor of rebellious age. She was a professor. No! How could I forgot such a basic fact? You're a goner, was the threat the witness shouted at the victim. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Azina? Professor Cora's planner said she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, has done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Okay, let's see. Hill Connor! Heh, that's why I deserve that. And like that. Now try again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor! Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor. Your corner. Connor. Wait a second. No. This can't be.
Objection!
I think you'd spend less energy. You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? Ah, but it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes make mistakes, shadows for monsters, or the winds for voices. Now that you mention it, you can't do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one little more push. The sound on the tape recorder never was the phrase "you're a goner." That only is what we thought we heard, when the fact is that it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note this. The court will note that this difference from being selective hearing men are so good at. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind that. The important thing that is the voice on our recording is our clients. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects. Ah!
Objection!
I had thought the testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such a fabulous squibble to append this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence? What's he going to pull out now? Feast your eyes on this photo. Let me see that incensed look vanish from within them. Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture from the... Oh, fuck. That is 710. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim. The photograph shows the professor and the student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Indeed it was, but the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice recording was on the tape. What?! The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after the photo was taken. It seems the defendant's capability in this crime is quite obvious. Junie was with Professor, of course, just 5 minutes before she was murdered. What now? Nothing I can say can change that fact. Understand now? You can believe in your own clients all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. Listen, Missy, the person you'd like to save more than anyone else in this world. Probably Hugh O'Connor. I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But... Or it could have been a timer, you know. I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand. After so much pain and defeat, the courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. Ah! If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I forced it? This is better than bad. Who knew Black Quill had that one waiting up in the wings? Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it at the beginning? Wait. Maybe this was his real plan. Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constant Court? Robin Newman? A girl who has been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Court? There seems to be a little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come. No! That's not gonna happen, man! What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt the judge about to hand down a... Maybe, but false verdicts are a nope, no. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper is not the killer. I know, because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What's she up to now? Yep, I know, because the real killer is... me. Tee-hee. What? It was me! I did it alone! Just me! I don't get it. Why is she confessing? Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There isn't even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends! Robin Newman isn't even a guy. Just so he can walk free! Well, he's a she, so... I mean, I'm confused. Do we call her a she, or do we call him a he? She calls herself a she. He. Get over his head! Declare me guilty already! Please. Wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Zena. But you have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no! Don't do it! Hugh and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for this entire crime. What? Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it's true. Forgive me, Zena. Order! Order! Will someone explain what's going on here? It's obviously friends clearing for each other. Cause just watch, we're gonna get. We're gonna get. I don't care if it sounds out of character for him, but I swear we're gonna be. He's gonna be like, no, I'm the killer. I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that private. They all did it. See, here's where you're wrong. I still think it's none of them. I still think it's Professor Means. School rule states that prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams had one go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when they're quartered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermins are trying to protect each other now that they have nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait. So was Robin just trying to protect Ginny too? If so, the real killer is... There it is! This whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh. Now it's Hugh's turn. But what? What's wrong with these kids these days? I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Well, he's really a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. Heh! I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll even get right up to the point. It was me. I did it. Wait. What?! Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now. If you still have your doubts... No! It was me! I did it! I killed Professor Court! Lock me up! You looked at me funny. If you still have your doubts, I'll tell about how I detailed my plot murder. It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not some set of some high school drama. I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to... Hoy! Wait, your baldness. I'm sorry, Professor Blackwell, but I am in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. Yay, now I can spend my day with Professor Blackwell. Would it be the first time I would admit to breaking a law just so I could go spend time with one of the inmates? I'm kidding. No, it would be the first time. Retract that statement. I'm hoping that defense and prosecution go. Yes! I admit it. I'm hopelessly attracted to fictional men. It's a problem. I'm hoping the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. This is why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case. Pinch me. I think I'm dreaming. Fine. Do as you wish. This brings today's proceeding to a close. Court is adjourned. To be continued. Yes. Okay. Back. Game menus. Gotta change the music. I think I totally forgot to do that Wednesday, but... Ah! There we go. Now let's close out this game because I'm done playing for tonight. Because I am finishing up for tonight. Because oh boy, my voice is gone. Robin, even though he was a she, it's crazy. I still yell a lot. And so basically what's going on is that yeah, like I said, I'm ending tonight. Now I talk a lot about how I'm gonna be starting like Pokemon Up on Wednesday soon, but that's not gonna start for like probably like a month or so. Not because wait, what? Is this Genshin servers back up? I'm waiting for an answer here, man. Wait, Bonk. Oh. Yeah, no, I deserve it. I deserve I deserve the bonks. I deserve the bonks. I'll bonk myself too. Anyways. I'll be back on Thursday for the our investigation and such. And it's gonna be an interesting vibe. Anyways, we're gonna raid Union. I'm probably not gonna stay long in Union stream because your girl is very tired and needs sleep. So we are gonna just head out and make sure to give them lots of love. Ah!